The centenarian slowly unleashed a strike. The man known as the strongest creature on Earth revealed a look of fear. The old man's strike was more terrifying than a nuclear weapon, but the old man didn't expect that the man would learn the technique he had spent a century mastering just by watching once. Then, the man began to sway his body as well. He raised his arm, gathering all his strength into his right fist. The terrifying power was so intense that it even began to warp the surrounding space. The next second, he slammed his fist into the ground. In an instant, the earth trembled and the walls shattered. This overwhelming power made the old man feel a pressure he had never experienced before. However, the man said he would never use such a move again because he believed that in the face of absolute power, all techniques were useless. The next second, the man charged forward and swung his fist at the old man's vital spot. Then he delivered another fierce punch to the old man's face. The old man used the wall to cushion the impact, but immediately after, the man attacked like a wild beast. This time, the old man was prepared and kicked him back, which only made the man more excited. He sprinted to the old man, and before the old man could react, he was punched again. The old man once again used his technique to suppress the man. This time the man was furious. He clenched his fist and delivered a powerful punch to the old man's face. The terrifying force sent the old man crashing into the wall. Unable to dissipate the impact of two strikes at once, the old man couldn't use his technique. The man quickly followed up with another punch to the old man's face. Such a terrifying attack would have killed an ordinary person. But only the man knew that the old man's strength was far from exhausted. He was a super martial artist with 150 years of combat experience. The man wanted to fight back, but he was kicked to the ground by the old man. At that moment, the man raised his arms high and then tore his shirt apart, revealing his demonic back muscles. Only now did the real battle between the two begin. But in just a moment, the old man was punched into the wall again. The techniques he had learned were useless against this monster. At this point, he was driven by anger and began to throw wild punches at the man. However, the man remained unmoved in the face of the storm of attacks. Until the old man's strength was exhausted, the next second, the man delivered a double fist strike, shattering the old man's pupils. However, just as he was about to deliver the final punch to end the fight, something unexpected happened. The old man unexpectedly died of old age at the last moment. At this moment, the man was completely shattered. He clenched his fists, with nowhere to vent his anger. But since things had come to this, all the frustration in his heart could only turn into a sigh, disappearing on this ultimate battlefield. But what he didn't expect was